Couldn't find that light switch. What's going on, everybody? It's Johnny Hardcore. This is Monster Core Arcade. Monster with a core with a K and arcade with a K. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're into stuff like this and like that. Oh, this is our channel. That's our sticker. Let's see if I can read it. There's our logo. The infamous green goblin that turned blue. And if you want to follow us on any media, you can hit that. Press pause and hit that QR code. All right, so make sure you do this. That's the most important thing. And we are on all media, even besides those. Those are the main ones, but we are on every single one of them out there. So let's get to it. So this video is for someone named Pinball Steve. Yeah, right. That's Pinball Steve. I haven't been down the basement arcade for quite some time. The last things I did was maneuver these two games, these two pinball machines on this side of the basement. I still haven't set up Star Wars yet because I need to move a game or two out of here, and it's easier just to move it out the way it is instead of having to squeeze through my $15,000 boiler system. Yeah, $15,000. I should have bought two pinball machines, or three. Would have been a better investment. But I'll just give you a quick tour again of where we're at with this basement, the never-ending basement of doom. But it's not doom. It's just there's just so much to do, and there's only one of me. Like I said many other times, I need like 7 more of me's to get things done. But moving on, non-stop. Just keep going. And eventually, you'll get there. So I haven't moved these games back either, because I need to probably make a couple moves, getting a couple pinball machines upstairs, up the Tron stairs, and did some stuff to get rid of stuff. Put all these little monster truck toys in these bins. You can see there's quite a bit of them. My children love monster trucks. Were raised playing with these monster trucks. Even my daughter. And now my little guy, Jax, who's only 6, going to be 7, loves these things. And my niece, my godchild, Noelle, also loves these things. So they are passed down. They don't need to be thrown away. They will never be thrown away. You know, maybe some will be sold, but these bad boys and girls will be staying with the Monster Core family for quite some time. Because the next step in the Monster Core family life, especially for me, Johnny Hardcore, will be to drive monster trucks. Anyway, all right. So getting on with this video, that's made specifically for Mr. Pinball Steve, and I'll even say hello to his wife, Janet. What's up, Janet? It's just a wire. I love your videos. Me and my girlfriend Vanessa, Sound Healing Vikinga, who you could also subscribe to, Sound Healing Vikinga. We enjoy our ale, cups of ale, every once in a while when I don't have to work and don't have to drive. And we flip around YouTube, and we're very much into YouTube. We have our channels that we push and post videos on. In the beginning of time, it was really just to do videos of our family, my kids, and then when I met her, we started posting videos together of our kids and doing things together and this and that. But as we learned and learning about YouTube and all that other stuff that goes with it, you gotta make your channel dedicated to one thing. So posting all sorts of videos about this and that and everything else, it's not going to make your channel grow, and you're going to get frustrated. And the goal with YouTube is to get monetized and start making some money. So anywho, this channel right now is in the midst of growing every day. I do post a lot of videos here and there, and there are constant subscribers, which I really appreciate. So continue to subscribe to Monster Core Arcade. Spread the word, because this is only the beginning. And as much as I love to have these games down the basement and play with them with my children, it just seems like we might have to make some moves with them. And in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start sort of a route. I'm going to put some games and a pinball machine or two into a bar arcade, well, a bar, and then we're going to make it into arcade. And then the arcade area is going to be called Monster Core Arcade. So that's just my idea, and I'm going with it. So let me just show you why I'm doing this video. Like I said, Pinball Steve. Yeah, right. So Pinball Steve is interested in Comet, right here. And there's no reason for me to lie. A little water damage right there, thanks to that wonderful pipe. Leaked a little bit here and there, and then this was the one that was underneath it. So this has some water damage. I have to take a couple things off so I could show you the, I guess as best I can with this, with the Comet, even though I don't want to sell it, but you know, it's definitely good to make some room, and if somebody else can get to it before I do and restore it and do their thing with it, that'd be great, because I don't have time. Right now I gotta take care of business. So this is the back of Cyclone, and this is the back of Comet. And you can see that there is some water damage from the pipe. That's the back of the pinball machine. A little bit down there too. But the integrity is still there. I'll give it a knock so you can see what I'm saying. It's not that bad. It just needs to be sanded, and you know, I mean, if you wanted to paint it or, you know, whatever, fill in the cracks with some Bondo, you can. I don't think that's that much of a big deal, especially being that it's the back of the pinball machine. So give me 1 second. Let me just maneuver. All right, I just had to move up Cyclone, give you a better view of the back. I mean, I could even do this myself. It's like, see, it's not. Oh, let me put the light on. All right, so you can see some water has gotten in. You know, and if you really cared, you could just take this wood off and redo it. You know, push it in. Or you could just put a piece of wood over it and reinforce it, like a skinny piece of plywood, you know, like maybe a 1/4 inch plywood or something like that, you know, to reinforce it. But that's the way it is. Down here, nothing, no water damage at all. The only water damage a little bit is up here, and it still turns on, it still plays, it still boots. The boards are all good, so that's the most important thing. The boards, the beauty of the game is the next part. So just want to share that with you, Mr. Pinball Steve. All right, I'll show you the play field, because I told you it's planking. It's not that bad though, but it is planking. So just give me a minute to take off the barrel of monkeys and yoga mat over there, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so you can't really see the sides, but you can see there's like a little bit of lines in this wood. So, you know, it has those little issues, but it's not really that bad, honestly. And if it really mattered, if it really bothered you that much, you could re-stencil it and do all that work. But the side art, I know on both sides is kind of good. I know it's kind of it's not faded. But let me show you the play field best I can without taking the play field up. I mean, it's not that bad. You really can't tell from this kind of a shot with the glass on it, because there's glare. But you can clean it with some Novus, right? You say Novus, I say novice. You say potato, I say potato. Someone from the Pinfest show was telling me I sounded like I'm from I sound like I was a Viking or something like that. I don't know, because my accent is from New York, you know, and I talk very fast. When you're from New York, your life is like super fast, because everybody in New York is in a hurry. And it's a very cutthroat world right now with all this crazy stuff going on. But I did tell you, buddy, that I have all new ramps, and even have, I believe I have the main ramp too, which was like impossible to get. I'm pretty sure I picked it up at Pinfest, my Pinfest pickup 2023. I'm almost positive I got it then. I got this $1 million triple jump. I think I got, I don't think I got, I know I got the corkscrew, and I actually got that red insert there, which you could probably put an LED in, which would like make the game look really cool. Those are the original bumper caps. And I do have a full plastic kit for this thing too. So a lot of good stuff with this thing, man. Really fun. Definitely could make this look beautiful. I wanted to, and you know, I still might. You know, if you're not really interested in this thing, I do want a certain price for it. I'm not giving it away, especially the parts are all probably close to maybe 500 in parts that I bought, maybe even 600 brand new parts, and then plus I did buy the board too. The board is relatively new. I did buy that board at Pinfest too. Something else I got for this game was this original translite. It's not a translite, it's a back glass. It's glass, so the back of it is like painted on, and it's not bad either. It's not flaking or nothing, so it's still good. But if you notice the Comet, right? The word Comet is like light blue. It's probably a little faded. And you check this out. This was my Pinfest 2024 pickup. As Pinball Steve likes to say. So this Comet is a trans light. It's not a back glass. And I saw it. I was like, yeah, man, that'll work for me. And it's nice color. You know, if you really wanted to, you could change it. But that's just something else to mess around with if you ever wanted to, which I would, eventually would do too when my time comes to mess around with pinball machines and restore and this and that. But that's not anytime soon. But you could see there's a difference in the Comet color. That's a lighter blue, faded a little bit. Not that bad though. This one's just more brighter because it's newer, and this is like brand new. Got this from our buddy Sterling, who I did pick up. My Pinfest 2024 pickup was Granny and the Gators, and I am very, very happy to have that in my collection. Something I've been trying to get for years. I remember playing it when I was a kid, my teens, or probably not teens, probably my early years. I remember it was like 12, 13, something like that, because came out in 1983, so I was, how old was I? I was 11. So like 11, 12 was when I was playing the game. Yeah, played at Chuck E. Cheese's in New York, and yeah, it's one of my old-time faves. I know Steve wants this one, the Twister, but this one is part of the family because my kids and my girlfriend love this game. It has the song from Van Halen, right? The Humans Being. And plus the new movie is coming out, and my daughter loves tornadoes. She's fascinated by it, and she wants to be a tornado chaser. Oh my God, please don't do that. But yeah, I'm not selling this game. A lot of work was done to this game too. It was completely redone. Not completely redone, but a lot was done to it to make it the way it is now, because it wasn't working when I bought it, and didn't even have a fan, so I had to redo the fan, buy the whole topper and the housing, a fan, the motor, all this other stuff to finally get this thing to where I need to be. And the only thing bad about this game is that that magnet that goes on the spinner, the tornado spinner, the twister spinner, it crapped out. I'm not sure if it's a fuse. I do have another one, but I haven't gotten to it. Like a lot of my machines haven't gotten to them. So that's the tale of Twister. But it's a good game, definitely. So when at Pinfest, if I didn't have it, I would have got it. And I know somebody else. One of my friends, my pinball friends, Joe Comet from Comet, Long Island, was asking me for my Twister for a while, and then maybe Independence Day too. So I actually saw that one. I'm pretty sure I saw on Independence Day at Pinfest. Let me just give you a quick. Nothing's ever quick when I say quick. Let me just give you a little tour with the lights off. Let me see if I can do it with lights off, because these bulbs are blaring and it makes the game room look like, I don't know, can't explain it. Like I said, I haven't been down here in a while. Definitely miss coming down here, but it's just not the time for it right now. Gotta take care of real life first. All right, so I'm doing my best to show you where we're at without having to get the glare. Well, now you gotta get the glare from the light. Let's see if we just do like this now. And then we'll do the quiet pinball room. All right, that's a Corvette. Corvette needs possibly transistors or rectifiers, or change those out because it's not booting. It doesn't play. It doesn't pop, and there's a couple issues with that, like everything else. But we'll figure it out. My Space Ace, Dragon's Lair, some Superstars, Qbert. This is like the wall of zombies. These games are they don't play. They turn on, but they don't play. So those are all in line to get fixed. WrestleFest also, the monitor crapped out, so that one needs to be done. And I hate to say it, but if I'm going to do this route, this guy wants a 60-in one, and my Pac-Man right here is a 60-1. I really don't want to bring it over there, but I might, just to get it going. Very possible I might. And also on Asteroids, but the Asteroids doesn't always go on, so I don't want to bring any games over there. That's going to conk out. But I'm in the midst of making some decisions pretty soon of what's going to go there, probably by the end of this week, and then see how I'm going to get them up. For sure, Lethal Weapon 3 is going. This game is pretty good. I know I changed the power supply, so this game is pretty much revamped, and it has a full LED kit, all new plastics. It was shopped really well, so this game is something that could go there, which will go. I'm going to see how that goes. I would like to take Last Action Hero, but Last Action Hero gives me issues every once in a while. It like speeds up when you turn the game on. And it just like constantly goes faster and faster and faster and faster. And then the crane does not work, so I have to get into this a little bit more before I give it to anybody. But for sure, Lethal Weapon's going to go, especially that it's right here by the stairs. And then we'll take it from there. Star Wars is for sale by Data East, or Data East. Nothing wrong with it. Was completely went through by the Super Tech. That will come back when the time is right. And we'll see what happens if I set it up or not. I gotta really make some decisions how I'm gonna do this room. Guns N' Roses is going to probably go. I was figuring to move it over here where Stranger Things and Star Wars was, because I am not going to sell Guns N' Roses because of certain reasons. Most reason is because my girlfriend loves it so much, and it's one of her favorite games. So the value of it is what it is. You know, it dropped in value too. So you know, for what I got it for, I'm okay. But it's definitely a game that I think, you know, would stay in the collection forever, especially that's Guns N' Roses. And yeah, I don't think it'll lose. I think it'll go up in value again. And there's also a new code coming out for it. So the other thing too, I just actually saw last night on YouTube was from, I forget who it was, Retro Gamer or Retro something, that it was talking about the issue with the playfield that flakes or cracks or peels, whatever it is. And he showed on his channel where the problems are, and there were three posts that were loose, right? So he showed where the ones were that were loose, right, where the problems are from the peeling of the playfield. And he, you know, a couple other guys chimed in and they said what they think, and they said all you gotta do is to replace those with thicker posts, and then have a fastening nut underneath, or whatever they call it, acorn, and underneath the playfield. And then once you tighten it the right way, it shouldn't give you any problems. And I also have that kit too that they gave to mess around with it. So when that time comes to, when I probably move it over there, I'll get into a little bit more. But that's just something that I wanted to share with all of you and my man Pinball Steve and his fun wife Janet, who makes everything more fun on his videos. And you gotta definitely subscribe to Pinball Steve. I think it's Pinball Steve 22 or Pinball Steve 28, but I think he's gonna change it to Pinball Steve PA, because he's from Pennsylvania. Because I've seen another Pinball Steve out there, so he has to figure that out. But he will. He's a smart dude. He's a funny dude and he's a smart dude. And he loves pinball. Makes it more fun. So this is my most expensive game, Tron. Sorry about the glare again. I'd talk to you about it a little bit more and show you a little bit more about it, but it's full of kid stuff and Easter egg stuff. So we'll just do that another time. There's Avatar. Avatar is a very beautiful game. Has that 3D holographic translate, which is beautiful. It's not an LE, but it's beautiful, and a lot of work was done to that too. So it's definitely awesome. Johnny Mnemonic, GNR, JJP. Got the Independence Day over here. Black Hole. I wanted to grab a new back glass for Black Hole, but I just didn't have the money for it at the time. And but I will grab it the next time. It's not going anywhere either. $300 for that back glass, man. I was trying to make a trade with these guys, but I think it was just, they were just burnt out, and the dad was just shot from a long weekend. You know, probably since Wednesday they've been setting up, so they just wanted to get out of there. But whatever, it's all good. I think, you know what, I think what happened, it was the end of the show and they already packed it up. So it was too late for me to even make any deals, which I probably could have made. It just, honestly, Pinfest for me was such a rush because I had to go back and forth. I had work. I have kids. I couldn't stay there. Couldn't really sleep overnight and get a hotel. So I went up there Friday. Didn't get up there too early. And then wound up going back Saturday. Didn't sell either of the games I brought up to sell, which is fine. Because I had the, I don't want to sell a price on them. But it was all good. I know a lot of guys enjoyed playing, a lot of girls and guys enjoyed playing Stranger Things Premium, which will be being set up. I can't really say where I'd set it up yet, because if I had the right offer on it, I would sell it, and I might keep it in the front just because it's easier to move when the time comes. Because in order for me to move games, I have to move a lot of games and maneuver and stuff like that. So I might go here. And then Corvette, we might have to put in the back. So once things are all back to normal, I would say, if you want to even call anything ever about my life normal. But Lethal Weapon's gonna go. Eventually, I would say Last Action Hero will go next once I feel a little comfortable with this place, with this bar, the bar. Corvette might move. Corvette might go into another place on that side. And then I could put Stranger Things over here. So just in case I decide to sell it. And then, like I said, Star Wars will stay here. I have a Fishtails upstairs. So what might happen with Fishtails, because it has that reel and it sticks out a little bit, so that might come here too. So I have to really calculate my moves and keep here Star Wars, Stranger Things, Fishtails, and what else is upstairs? Did I say I was going to move another game here? I can't remember what I just said. Let's go back and take a quick look. Yeah, keep Stranger Things here. All right, so that would work. That would definitely work for me. All right, that's my little boring video. Just wanted to show Pinball Steve the Comet as best I could. I mean, I got 25 pinball machines, so whatever I say about a pinball machine is gold. It's not a lie. There's no reason for me to lie about it, because, you know, credibility is all, and integrity is everything, especially in the pinball and arcade hobby. If you tell someone one thing and all of a sudden it's another, you look stupid, and then the word travels, and you're not going to be able to be a part of the pinball community much anymore. People won't trust you. So, and the other thing I'm going to do is bring down Granny and the Gators when that time comes, and I just have to decide which game is going to go before I do that, because this area right here is where Granny and the Gators would go. So we'll play it by ear with that. And that's about all I got for you right now, man. Everybody out there in YouTube land, especially in the arcade land, pinball land, keep in touch. Just watch this video this long. Make sure you subscribe, share it. Anybody's interested in any of the games that I have, leave some comments. If you have any advice, leave some comments. Some good fun stuff to say. Leave some comments. Keep it PG. I really don't. Not that anybody, like, you know, I'm telling anybody else what to do with their channel, but my channels, I try to gear them, you know, for all ages, because I have young kids, and my kids and my nieces and nephews watch these videos. I don't really like to curse. I really try not to. On Monster Car Arcade, it's a little bit more adult, so I guess, you know, sometimes I slip a little bit here and there, but for the most part I don't. So just keep the comments good. That's all I ask you to do. Respect the channel. You want to curse in your own world and on your channels, hey, that's fun. It's all good. But unless I'm like whacked, you know, I'm trying to keep it less than PG. You know what I'm saying? Like Goonies PG. Even though I did curse a couple times. All right, anyway, that's my video. I'll see you next time. Everybody be patient out there with your pinballs and your arcades, and, you know, just look on YouTube. You get some answers, you know. Ask around and get some help, some tech help. And once this game room is back in order, it'll be a lot of fun to come down again. And until then, I will be down here when I can and making moves and doing what has to be done. Everybody, game hardcore. That's actually hang hardcore, so I need my joystick to say game hardcore. You know what I'll do? I'll pull a plunger. Where's a plunger? I'll do the charred plunger. That was terrible because there's a bag of crap on it. Hey, with this one. Game. Hardcore.